Okay, so this is a shot of my little gem. It's a Majacraft, and a lot of people I know have problems with these, with filling the bobbin completely, because these little hooks here, when you push them right back as far as you can, and even that's kind of pushing it a little bit there, you can see that it kind of only lines up back here. So if I spin a little bit, you can see where it's going to go to. So you can see where it lines up to about here, and then you have problems with the fibre just falling off the end, and it's kind of pretty messy, especially when you do anything really fine. So there's a few different tactics for that. The first thing is to turn it around so that it's then coming in at the right angle for you. So if I spin it a bit like that, you can see now that it's going to come in pretty close, and I could probably even go a little bit closer, but not too much. The biggest problem with this is that your fibre will actually catch on this little bit here because it's not coming out the front end anymore. So if you're doing something, it's kind of not an issue for me at the moment because I'm spinning pretty fine, but when you're spinning something a bit thicker or anything that's a bit fluffier, it can kind of get stuck on there. So the main thing that I do is Majacraft say you can modify these and pull this around more and stuff, but I don't think you need to. All I do is I turn it out a bit more so that then you can see the fibre is down in this little valley here between the two. I haven't had anything really get caught in there, and when you do that, it actually pushes this even further up here without having to go so far back, because this point back here is actually further back than this bit here because they tilt forward slightly. So spin, oops. Sorry about that. I'll spin a little bit like this. And you can see there, it's still in that valley there, and it didn't catch it all or anything like that. So I could push it back a little bit further. When you feel the back of this, you'll see that I don't think you can see it on the camera. Oh, I mean, you might be able to. But it actually changes diameter there. It's got like a little plug in the end of it where you can't sit it on there. It will just fall off. But you can get it pretty far back there. You should be able to get it a bit further back there. So as long as you've got pretty good tension, you shouldn't have any issues with that. I certainly haven't had any issues with it. So there you can see it's right in the back there, and that will fill in that there, that far back. It doesn't need to be like right. It doesn't need to be like right on there like that to fill it. So there is one other thing that you need to watch out for on the gem at least. which is if you have it turned too far, well, it actually won't do it there. If you have it turned too far back in the middle point here, it'll actually hit the tension knob down here. So so don't turn it too far back. If I bring it down here, you can hear that there, it's just hitting the tension knob. Just need to bring it up a little bit more. Oops. So you can see that because I've brought it up a bit more, it's slipped back up here. If you're having problems and it's catching, what you can do is if you turn it right in, you'll get a bit more space there. But of course that's not going to work if you're filling your bobbin right to the end edge, once you get in here a bit further. So yeah, that's what I do. I just turn it out a bit and spin it that way, and I normally don't have too many problems with it catching at all. It's only if I'm doing something that's really fluffy, or maybe if it's really big, and then I'll just turn it around the other way and kind of just put up with it, I suppose. To be honest, I don't spin a lot of really thick stuff anyway. These aren't that great. These ones aren't that great for really thick stuff either. Anyway, they're kind of too small. I'm not sure whether that works with the ceramic ones as well, putting it in the middle there, but I think it should. It should do. It'd be better with the ceramic ones because you wouldn't have that problem of this here. If this catching, and then you just have no problems whatsoever. As far as I know from talking to other people, it should work with all the Majacraft ones. Shouldn't be really an issue. They all seem to have that same problem. The only other thing you need to be careful of is sometimes if these are right far back, they can, it's not going to now, but maybe I don't have much tension on my brake band at the moment because I'm spinning pretty finely. But maybe if I had a bit more tension and this was a bit tighter, it might come forward a tiny bit. These rings can slide around on here a bit too, so if it's a bit forward, it might, yeah, there, it will catch the brake band there, so I push mine right back so I don't have that problem. And that's about it really. So that's how I deal with the problem of not being able to fill the bobbin with the Majacraft. I'm sure there's lots of other options out there, but that's just how I do it. Okay, see you guys later, and I hope you have a good night. Thanks, bye.